The Z Morning Zoo presents Dirty Work Wednesday.
Dirty Work Wednesday's on the air at 473-104.5. Hi, who's this?
Hey there, this is Kiera.
Hey, Kiera, what can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
So first of all, Nick, I don't know if you remember me. I used to bartend over at Sesame. You used to like my curly hair.
I do remember you. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously you're not that good if you're calling us on a Wednesday. So what's going on?
Well, I'm still bartending, but now I'm over at Men.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's this guy who's a regular of mine who's been super flirty with me.
Of course, right? I'm probably a creep like I used to be.
No, you were never a creep. But anyways, so this guy comes in every weekend, and we usually talk if it's slow at the bar. He's married, which he admitted, and he and his wife aren't exclusive, when it comes to sex.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's in an open marriage then.
Yeah, and, like I said, he's, really flirty and stuff, and he keeps asking me if I ever want to, hang out with him outside of work, and I just sort of tell him that I'm really busy with my kids, which is true. But so last week he asked if he can take my picture while I'm working and send it to his wife so she can see what I look like. And, so I'm just like, whatever. So he does. And he shows me what his wife wrote back, which is something along the lines of like, she's cute. I can see why you like her or something like that. And then he goes, I told you my wife doesn't care. In fact, she'd be, really into you if I introduced you guys.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is starting to get a little weird.
Yeah, right? And so I'm just like, I'll tell you what, bring your wife in sometime so I can meet her. And he says, sure, no problem. But that was about 3 weeks ago. And since then, he still hasn't brought her in. And so, so now I'm just like, what the heck's going on? Is he lying to me? Does his wife not know what he does or how he acts when he's alone or, whatever? Do they really have anything goes attitude about their marriage, or is he lying about everything?
Right.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so do you want us to find out then? Because honestly, the smartest thing, no matter what we find out, would be to stay away from this whole situation, if you ask me.
I mean, well, no, the reason I want, to know the truth is because if this guy is trying to cheat on his wife, I think the wife should know. So, I've had conversations with her, kind of, but only through him. I'll tell him to text his wife, whatever, and he texts her, and then he shows me what she writes back.
Yeah, but you got to understand, whoever that is on the other end of that phone might not really be his wife. Like, I could take my phone today and rename Shaggy's number President Biden. And when he texts me, tell me to go eat stir-fried dog crap, I can hold it up to you and go, look what President Biden just said. But that doesn't mean it's really him. And it's the same thing with his wife. I mean, maybe that's another skeezy friend of him texting back, not his wife.
Yeah, and the other thing is I asked him to FaceTime her one time, when he was at the bar, and he said she wasn't answering.
Okay, so you've never actually talked directly with her then?
No.
Okay.
So I want to know, if we get a hold of her and she was like, yeah, we have an open marriage, go for it. Would you take him up on this offer?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. But at least then I would know he's okay with it. Plus I'm bi, so being with a married couple could potentially be kind of fun,
Yeah, sure. I mean, in fact, every time I'm with my wife, I'm with a married couple. And even though there's only two of us, she seems to enjoy the hell out of it. So, all right. So what would you like for us, maybe get the wife on the phone so you can talk with her personally?
I mean, that would be fine.
Okay. See, that way we'll know for sure that either she's down with this whole situation or she's either that or she's going to be like, I had no idea he was telling people that, which on a Dirty Work Wednesday, that right there is probably the most likely scenario. So, all right. So where do we start? I take it you don't have his wife's phone number.
No, but I have his.
Okay, so you have his phone number.
Yeah.
Okay. I will reserve the right to ask about that later. But for now, we're going to need his number. What is this guy's name?
Steve.
Steve. Okay, right. So we have Steve's phone number. Now, what do we do with it? Any ideas, guys?
Well, what if we called him up and was like, hey, I'm a guy who's into your wife, and she said you guys had an open relationship. Is that cool?
Yeah. Yes, that would... Maybe, but I'm not sure 8:15 a.m. is the best time to make that phone call. I don't know if you call somebody at 8 in the morning going, hey, just saw your wife, and well, we'll figure something out. Don't worry. In the meantime, if you have any ideas, call us at 473-1045 or text us at 757-104. We don't have her number. We have his number. So I'm going to try to get her number. Hang on a second. Okay. I'm going to try to get her number off of him, and then we'll call her. But first, we got to go through this. So this might take a minute, so hang on.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Can I speak to Steve, please?
This is Steve. Who's this?
Steve, this is Jack Harlow over at National Mutual Insurance. I was calling because we recently absorbed your auto policy after a merger between our agency and the one that was handling your insurance. So basically, I was calling to introduce myself to you because I'm going to be your new agent. No, there's nothing you have to do. You don't need to give me any information or anything. We've got all that. And the most important thing, which I know you're wondering, your premium on your policy is not going up, so you don't have to pay any more money. I was just calling you to make sure you have my office number. So if you're ever involved in an accident and you have questions about your policy, then you can call me directly, okay?
Okay, well, what was your name again?
It's Jack Harlow.
Okay, and this number you're calling, is that the one you want me to save to my phone?
No, this is my cell, actually. I'll give you my office number in a sec. Or if you want, I could just email it to you. That might be easier. That way you'll have it somewhere on file.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Okay, great. So, and I see that you are covered on the policy, and it looks like your wife is on here as well. Is that correct?
My wife?
Yeah, I think your policy has you both on here. I'm not sure if it's her car or maybe she's just covered as a driver on your car. Maybe that's what it is.
No, that part's wrong because I don't have a wife at all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Wow, I could have swore it said wife on here somewhere. So were you married when you started your policy? Maybe that's the problem. You were married?
No, I've never been married. So I don't know.
What? Okay, so you're not married then?
No, sir.
And you've never been married?
No, I don't know why. No, I've never been married.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. So if you're not married, who did you send my...
I don't have a wife, okay?
Yeah.
Right. We figured that part out. So why are you telling people that you do?
Well, it's going to sound weird, but it's just something that I discovered gets more attention from certain women, you know? So...
Oh.
Whoa. So you use the whole lowly married guy thing to get women?
I don't have no shame. I mean, a lot of women are into married guys, and, you know, I figured that out quicker than I would by just being on Tinder.
God, can we please hang up on him now? This is disgusting.
Hold on. I want to hear about this. So, all right, so you're pretending you're married. Then you say, oh, my wife would love to meet you, but then you go somewhere and the wife doesn't show up?
Yeah, something like that, you know, but, you know, usually I'll just say, you know, she backed out or, you know, she got cold feet or something like that.
Okay.
Kiera.
I mean, it's not like I'm violating anyone.
Well, no, but...
Kiera, I would stay far away from this guy as possible. This is legit starting to sound like something I would see on Dateline.
Yeah.
100%. It's disgusting.
So, Steve, hold on, Steve, ballpark number for me. How many times have you pulled this whole thing off and it's worked for you?
I mean... It works more than what you would think.
So great. So being a total disgusting creep works for you. Congratulations, Steve.